The Minnesota Vikings, 11-3, led by quarterback Case Keenum, met the Green Bay Packers, 7-7, led by quarterback Brett Hundley, who's once again filling in for the injured Aaron Rodgers, in an NFC North matchup at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in Saturday, December 23, 2017, December 23, 17, Vikings vs. Packers picks. Check the scoreboard above for the final score and click on the stats link for game stats. App users, for the best mobile experience, use the mobile web version. Here's the AP recap. Green Bay, Miss AP. While winning at Lambeau Field means a lot to the Minnesota Vikings, the NFC North champions have bigger goals in mind. A first-round playoff bye is well within reach, and could be secured as soon as Sunday. The Vikings took care of business on their end with a 16-0 victory Saturday night over the injury-depleted Green Bay Packers, the team's first shutout in 24 years, having already clinched the division title. Minnesota, 12-3, can wrap up a first-round bye if the Carolina Panthers lose or tie on Sunday against Tampa Bay. I'm hoping we can get one more win, work on some things we need to work on, and then go out and play our rear ends off in the playoffs. Vikings coach Mike Zimmer said. Stephon Diggs caught a 4-yard pass from quarterback Case Keenum just inside the back line of the end zone in the first quarter for the only touchdown. After the game, Keenum stopped before heading up the tunnel at Lambeau, clapping his hands above his head while Vikings fans chanted SKOL. SKOL. Quote, "They felt right at home in Titletown. Defense played absolutely incredible today, and we did enough. It doesn't matter how, it matters how many," Keenum said. The Packers, 7-8, managed to hold a 239-236 edge in total yards. They were still shut out twice in a season for the first time since 2006. "I never felt more defeated, more embarrassed by a performance. Yeah, we had opportunities, and we didn't connect when we did," receiver Randall Cobb said. In its defense, the team fielded a lineup that often looked like one coach Mike McCarthy might send out for a game. Late in the preseason, the Packers had already been eliminated from playoff contention. Brett Hundley was 17 of 40 for 130 yards with 2 interceptions in taking over at quarterback again for Aaron Rodgers, who returned to injured reserve this week after missing 7 games earlier in the year with a collarbone injury. "It's so frustrating just because of the fact that I know what I can do," Hundley said, "but to go out there and not be consistent, which is my #1 goal, and just give our team an opportunity to win each game, that hurts." Quote, Minnesota milestones. The Vikings forced an incompletion into the end zone on 4th and 4 from the 14 early in the fourth quarter to turn away the Packers' last best effort to cross the goal line. Minnesota safety Harrison Smith ended another Green Bay drive with an interception at the Vikings' 5 late in the second quarter. Minnesota left frigid Lambeau Field with its first shutout since a 13-0 win over Detroit on deck 5, 1993. It was the first shutout over the Packers since November 14, 1971. That hurts. Starting outside linebackers Clay Matthews, hamstring, and Nick Perry, ankle, shoulder, missed the game for Green Bay, along with cornerback Demarius Randall, hamstring. The Packers didn't have leading receiver Davante Adams, who is in the concussion protocol, and then lost wideout Jordy Nelson and tight end Richard Rodgers to shoulder injuries in the first half. "Injuries are unfortunate. We had a lot of opportunities tonight. We didn't make the plays," McCarthy said. Frozen tundra. The hard turf at chilly Lambeau didn't help either, as some players had trouble with their footing early in the game, with the Packers unable to connect on medium to long-range passes. Their best plays came when Hundley broke free for big gains on the run. In the stands, fans bundled up in parkas, huddled under blankets and sipped on free hot chocolate to stay warm. Purple-clad Minnesota backers celebrated on a night when temperatures were in the single digits. Stat watch. Diggs finished with 5 catches for 60 yards. Keenum was 14 of 25 for 139 yards. The Packers were also shut out 23-0 by Baltimore on November 19. Hundley finished the home schedule having thrown no touchdowns and 7 interceptions in 6 games at Lambeau. Injury report. The Vikings said left guard Nick Easton will have surgery after breaking his right ankle in the first quarter. Long snapper Kevin McDermott, shoulder, left late in the second quarter, with backup David Morgan taking over snapping duties. For the Packers, RT Jason Spriggs was carted off the field with a knee injury on the first play from scrimmage. Justin McRae, who was starting at right guard for Jari Evans' knee, slid over to tackle with Lucas Patrick taking over at guard. Green Bay RB Aaron Jones' knee didn't return after getting hurt in the first half. Here's what you need to know. Who? Vikings vs. Packers. Win. Saturday. Dec. 23, 2017. Where? Lambeau Field, Green Bay. Miss. Time. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. TV. NFL Network. Livestream. NFL.com. Line. Vikings -9. Vikings notes. Vikings clinched NFC North for second time in past 3 seasons. Asterisk QB Case Keenum has 609 pass yards, 268, 2 per game, 13 TDs and 4 INTs for 111 rating in his past 6. Aims for 5th in row with 2+ TDs. Has 100+ rating in 5 of past 6. Asterisk RB Latavius Murray had 104 scrimmage yards, 76 rush, 28 rec, and rush TD last week. Has 5 rush TDs in past 6. RB Jerick McKinnon has 184 scrimmage yards, 92 per game, and 2 TDs, 1 rush, 1 rec, in past 2 games versus GB. Has 5 TDs, 3 rush, 2 rec, in his past 5 versus NFC North. Asterisk WR Adam Thielen ranks 3rd in NFC in receptions, 83, and rec. yards, 191, in his past 9 on road. Has 890 rec. yards, 98, 9 per game, and 5 TDs. Has 298 yards, 149 per game, and 2 TDs in past 2 versus GB. WR Stephon Diggs aims for 3rd in row versus GB with TD. Had TD catch in Week 15. Kyle Rudolph aims for 5th in row with rec. TD. Has 4 TD catches in his past 5 versus division. Since 2015. Ranks 2nd among NFL TEs with 20 TDs. Asterisk Diverson Griffin ranks 4th in NFL with 13 sacks. In his past 6 on road. Has 7 sacks and 2 FFs. Has 5 sacks and 2 FFs in his past 5 versus GB. Aims for 5th in row versus division with sack. Danielle Hunter has 5 sacks and FR in his past 6 versus NFC North. Had 5 sacks in last game at GB. CB Xavier Rhodes has 2 INTs in his past 3 versus GB. Has int and 4 PD in past 3 on road. Harrison Smith has 5 sacks, 2 INTs and 5 PD in his past 3 versus division. Since 2014. Is only NFL safety with 5+ sacks, 8 and 10+ INTs. 10. NFL Week 16 picks. Packers notes. QB Brett Hundley has 6 TDs versus 1 int for 102. 9 rating in his past 3 starts. in his past 2 starts versus NFC North. Has 2 TDs, 1 pass, 1 rush, and 95.8 rating. RB Jamal Williams, rookie, has 5 TDs, 3 rush, 2 rec, in past 4. Ties for third among NFC rookies with 6 TDs. Rookie RB Aaron Jones has 3 rush TDs in his past 4 home games. WR Devontae Adams ranks second in NFL with 10 TD catches. Aims for third in row with TD. Has 9 TDs in his past 9 versus NFC North. Jordy Nelson has 9 TD catches in his past 8 at home versus division. Has 689 rec yards, 86, 1 per game, and 7 TDs in his past 9 versus Min. Since 2016, Adams, 22, and Nelson, 20, rank first and third in NFL in rec TDs. Randall Cobb had 7 catches for 84 yards and TD last week. Clay Matthews has 5 sacks in his past 4. Has 6 sacks and 2 FFs in his past 5 at home versus Min. Kenny Clark had career-high 8 tackles and sack in Week 15. Has 5 sacks and FF in his past 3. Blake Martinez ties for second in NFL with career-high 125 tackles. Has 42 tackles, 10.5 per game. Inkton 3 PD in his past 4. Had 11 tackles in last game versus Min. CBDAMARIOUS Randall ties for second in NFC with 4 INTs. Had in last game versus Min. Aims for 5th in row with PD. Morgan Burnett has 45 tackles, 9 per game. FF and 2 INTs in his past 5 at home versus Min. NFL Communications.